Just a quickie here on this very cold day. Winter is a great time for scouting insect and disease pests. In the winter, you can find egg cases of insects, and in this case, the gall of a fungus called cedar apple rust. It's one of the most important diseases of not only apples, but other plants in the rose family. Hawthorns, but especially fruiting apples and crab apples in my world because of the aesthetic and the damage to the fruit. In the spring, this gall, when we get warm rains, will sporulate, and this will turn into this weird gelatinous outer space looking structure that is fantastic. I recommend looking it up and keep your eyes open for it in the spring on Juniperus virginiana. This is the alternate host for that plant. We see the damage and we care about the damage on the crab apples and on the apples, but this is where that fungus hangs out in the off season on what's called an alternate host. In this case, the eastern red cedar, or Juniperus virginiana, which is obviously it's technically a juniper. Look now, this time of year, it's January. It's late December, January. Look for these hard galls. Looks kind of like a tiny little golf ball with a bunch of little dimples in it. And then in the spring, I promise it'll turn into something cool. Watch for it. More news later on how to manage for that disease. It is a fungus. Most important thing to do is in the off season, prune your fruit trees to an open habit. We want to have plenty of air moving through and plenty of light filtering in to keep things dry as much as possible. Fungus like it wet. And I'm sorry, I'm shivering. That's why it's so jiggly. See ya.